friends. So everyone is preparing for preliminary examination. So I thought of making a video of 2022 question paper. So 2022 question paper, how I would solve inside the hall. So that is what will be my primary objective. Is that how do you solve inside the hall is what I will focus here. But many had asked in a sense, how do you decide how many questions you will write, how many questions you will leave? So how many questions I will leave and how I would make that judgment. So in this video we will talk about that, and we will also talk about, because whether in a sense these tricks and how whether is there any way to solve these questions using tricks or something like that, whether that will work. So this question many students had asked me whether that will work. So we'll see through this video solution whether that is going to work or not. And but my principal thing or principal solution for this video will be how logic. So how am I going to use my logic to solve preliminary examination question is what we will see in this video. So we'll see one by one. So we'll see the first question. So this is the first question. So if you happen to see, we'll solve the first question. So first question happens to be about this rapid financing instrument or rapid credit facility. See, in terms of, this is why during this process, I will also tell why reading this paper is actually important. Why it is important is that only when you read paper, you will understand that last year, this is 2022, so from 2021 to 22, the most primary issue which was there in news was BOP crisis, that is balance of payment crisis. This balance of payment crisis of Sri Lanka, Nepal, then Pakistan, many other countries happened. So the first organization or the organization which rapidly came to finance, if you see in this, you can actually make out either World Bank or International Monetary Fund. But if you read the paper regularly, you would know that it was actually IMF. Okay, well, IMF only came and it got, for solving all these issues. So in this question, it is kind of a logic. This is not a, either you know this, you do not know this. So you should actually pick this question and you should pick this answer. So this is the answer for that question. And the next question, we'll go to the next question. Okay, we'll go to the next question. And if you see in this question actually is a little tough for me. Yeah. So in the first round, so I will also talk about whether I'm going to solve these questions in the first round or a second round or a third round or something like that. So this is a little bit tough question. So I will actually solve or read all these things. Three things I will read, but in terms of the issue, in terms of how do you come up with the answer, I am actually a little not sure of this question now. So I will actually move forward to the next question. I will move forward to the question which is actually comfortable to me. Initially, if you see, just going by what you know is not going to work. Rather, you should think about what you can solve. What you can solve. That is what will be the most primary thing. So the first, so in this question, if you see, this is a basic, easier question. So instead of going to the complicated question, if you see, one simple logic is that if inflation is too high, see, take this question. If inflation is too high, RBI sells securities. So in this, the simplest of things is inflation. See, don't solve inflation using whatever complex things that you have been studying. Rather, think about inflation. If inflation is there, then that means money is high. That is, more money is there. That is the primary definition that will be there. More money actually going after a little amount of product will give you this inflation. So money is high. Think about RBI, actually RBI buying securities. RBI buying securities is going to give more money. See, already more money is there. So your primary task as an RBI organization is to pull in that money. If you pump in more money, you are going to inflate the value again. So now you take this, take this one. Okay, take this one. Now you come to this option. Now you come here. So B is the answer. It is the simplest thing. That is the point I am talking about. Use this examination as a methodology for understanding logic. This is not a trick. Okay, if you see, this is what people call as, what is this, elimination technique. This is what, or in any of the videos if you have seen, this is what they will talk about as elimination technique. That is, if you eliminate option 1, you will get option C. That elimination does not happen unless you know that this part, unless you know inflation, unless you know what is this money supply, unless you know RBI's work, you cannot actually solve this question. So this is what is the meaning of, this is what I have been referring to a very long time as, see, don't think about tricks inside the hall. Inside the hall, tricks and all will not work. Inside the hall, who is going to come and tell you which option you have to eliminate? If you happen to see this, I'll just brush this. See, if this elimination technique, you go inside in the Tamil or Palamoli irukkum. See, if you go thinking about only elimination, let us assume that you think that this is the wrong thing. So this is the option which is wrong. You will actually focus on only elimination. You will think about how to eliminate. So see, elimination comes, C will come as the answer. But only when you understand, you should not think about elimination. Rather, you should think about how do you solve this question. You will focus on the following procedure and logic. You will actually think about solving it. So that is what you should see. So don't go for that is not, see, this is my humble request. Inside the hall, don't think about elimination technique. Think about answer. This technique, if you think, you will keep on thinking about the elimination part. That actually comes wrong. So now think about how do you solve that. Okay. So now we'll go to the next question. So this is actually another question. This also came in. See, this is what is the importance of newspaper. I keep repeating this fact. They are going to ask you, in a sense, how do you understand and write? That is what they are going to ask. See, G20 common framework. Definitely G20. Okay, organization is there. Whether Paris Club is there, it's a debatable part. But it is an initiative to support low income. This came in paper. This comes in paper, or this was in paper. So this is the issue which came or cropped up in paper regularly. And if you had known this, it's a very simple fact. But this is the tricky part. Yeah. Whether Paris Club was there or not, that is a tricky part. So if you had picked two only or both, actually C is the answer. But anyway, if you have picked B or C, it's actually a good part. So you have done your part. So we'll go to the next. Okay. So in this, it's again economics. If you had seen this 2022 question paper, each of the questions were having a different, different types of difficulty level. But the economics was something which you can solve. But now you see this inflation indexed bond. Okay, inflation this time also, please look at what is a bond. Please look at bond yield. Okay, this time prelims question, please check that. Okay, what is the bond yield? But now coming back to this question, inflation indexed bond. If you had seen the simple fact here, see, look at this, the interest rate. So interest rate received as capital gains on, see, how is it not taxable? Any capital gain, or See, government makes its money through the taxes it gets from these capital gains or many other transaction which happens. If the government is not able to tax them, then they are going to lose a lot of money. So it is, you cannot say that they are not taxable. But now come to this point. So you remove this 3. So remove this 3, answer will come. So A is the answer. See, this is what I am saying. This is what is elimination. See, this is not an elimination technique. This is something knowing what is in inflation index bomb. So now we will go to the next thing. Yeah. And this is also something foreign owned e-commerce. Basic logic. You should not wait for, I don't think reading paper. That is what I would suggest. No material, nothing. If you read paper, you will understand that e-commerce, you take any e-commerce, you take Amazon or something or whatever commerce. See, they can sell their own goods in addition to offering their platforms to marketplaces. See, you understand, Amazon is such a big player. If Amazon can sell a product, you think about it. You think about the logic. If Amazon can sell its product, then you will only buy Amazon products. You will never buy any other product because they have the capacity to track you in any platform, any social media platform. So this is actually wrong. They cannot. It is prohibited. And if you see, you remove this. So now you will come. So degree to which, and this is also on their platform, is limited. They can move. That is the point. It is actually limited. These two statements, if you happen to see, these two statements are kind of, either this is true or this is true. These two are not together true. It cannot be done. See, limited can only, no, this limited. Why it is limited means because they can actually overpower any seller. If you give the platform the decision to do anything they want, they can overpower any seller and sell only their products. So this is the point. So B is the answer. This is logic. This is not something current affairs or whatever. I don't go for any of the things. Then the point is here. This is one very simple, nice question. See, you look at this question. Real economy. Yeah, real sector. What does the real sector mean? Real means any farm, textiles, everything. But a corporate body issuing rupee denominated bonds overseas. These are just no financial. So this does not come. Here, this does not come. You remove this. See, look at this. Answer comes. So you have to know what is real economy. And this question. So in this question, see indirect transfers. For example, for me, as I told you, the second question was tough. This also is tough for me. So I will, when I browsed through the question, I was not sure of the answer. See, if I have to make indirect transfer now, Indian company investing in a foreign enterprise, see, it is not an indirect transfer, something like, see, indirect transfer means somehow you are transferring behind the scene. That is what is indirect. It's not direct, as no point. So this will not come or something like that. Yeah. So, but Anna, this question I was not sure. Answer they have given here, but I was not sure. So if I had written this question, maybe I would not have attempted this question. See, Adha solra. In UPSC, people kept asking this. People keep asking this. How do I go for some question which is there, which is very, very tough? And in this question paper, you will have Ganti quota and things like that. How do I attempt means you have to take a leverage of. So I usually used to take 13 questions. 13 questions I used to leave. Okay, well, now the question paper is a little difficult. So if you go for 15 questions also, if you had left here, cutoff will clear. See, you cannot attempt all the questions. If you try to attempt all the questions, it's going to be a disaster. But Anna, that is why you have to read paper exhaustively. That is why you have to read syllabus exhaustively, because then you will know what questions to leave. Only then you will leave. Okay, so now so next question will go. Next question. So this is the next question. Okay. With reference to, see, look at this. With reference to expenditure made in an organization, all pure, simple NCERT, simplest of language. With respect to expenditure made, if you start a company, you think about it, you starting a company, you are buying a technology, you buying a chair, you buying a building, everything is capital, right? This is capital. You are, see, when you are investing in something, that is capital. So this is true. Technology is a capital. Okay? But you debt financing and what is this? Both, see, this is not capital. Debt financing is not capital expenditure. No. It's the, it's not a capital expenditure means you should invest in it. There should be an asset, See, there should be an asset. Your building, your chair, your technology, you should feel that tangible asset. That's capital. Okay? That is what is capital. So this is wrong. So this is the answer. Okay? Next step. So with reference to, again simplest, Indian economy, you take Indian economy, Vijay Indian economy is a very good economy. So here, share of household financial saving goes towards, definitely, right? Your money, my money, everyone's money goes to some bank or some savings, then goes to some project. That is what is this. This is true. Dated security issued market related, it's true. So there is an internal debt. Two debts are there. Economic surveillance, external debt, internal debt. Internal debt is actually financed through these securities. If you look closely, internal debt is market borrowing by dated securities. So this is also true. So both. Okay. This is one very important. I'll pause this and I'll ask you to check this question. Very closely you check this question. If you see, answer for this question is in this question. The answer for this question is not in any book. It's in Lakshmikant. Okay, it's in Lakshmikant. But answer for this is in this question. UPSC, what people say is that guess pannunga, trick pannunga, trick ellaam kediyadhu. See, I'll tell you this. Consider pursuant to the report of whether H.N. Sanyal, I do not know. Okay, the contempt of court is okay. But H.N. Sanyal, whether this committee is this report, I do not know. I know contempt of court. Yeah, but contempt of court, I know. But how do you know? This statement we cannot make. So Constitution of India empowers, this may be true. Okay, this may be true. Constitution of India defines no. It does not define anywhere. Your definition is civil and this is in some other place. It's not in Constitution. So this I know. This I know for sure. So I'll come here. Okay, I'll come here. 2, 3. 3. 3 is wrong. This is wrong. This is wrong. So answer is here. Your answer is here. If answer is here, that is the point. If answer is here, watch closely. 1 and 2 are definitely right. If answer is here, 1 and 2 are definitely right. I don't have to care whether H.N. Sanyal Sonara, Yar Sonna, no. Because they have themselves have given that 1 and 2 is correct. But the next point, you have to decide whether 4 is correct. If this point, in India, the parliament empowers the laws to make contempt of court. This correct, so A or B. If you happen to see, the answer is B. Because, see, look at this. In India, if this is, see, this I have said it's true. Correct? If this logic is true, they can pass the law. If this logic is the one true now, they have the power to pass the law. So you will have 1 and 2 and 4. This is why I said UPSC la, the answer is in the question paper. Do not look for tricks. Answer is in the question paper. So see, this is wrong. But I did not have an idea about this. Yeah, maybe I would have made, if I had attempted this question, counsel, I did not have the understanding this. This is wrong, I knew. So answer is here, but I was also not sure. This is a tough question. So for me, maybe any lawyers will be there. So for them, it will be an easier question. Yeah. So this is how you have to handle the. See, you cannot handle the entire paper. Entire paper is therino. Abdi kadayadu. That question I might not know. Some other question, some other person might not know. That is the point. So now coming to this, the bill amending the constitution required no, right? This is money bill. 110, Article 110. This is 368. Okay, 368, I guess. Please do refer it. But money bill 110 is referred to president. It's not this constitution amendment bill. Is then one is you remove this. So 2 and 3 is the answer. It's a very simplest of questions. See, these kinds of question is what is with us. Next, the Constitution of India classifies. No, it is not classifying anywhere. This is wrong. This is true. Answer, sorry. So answer is 2. So this is, see, these are the things which are very, very, but Anna, see, there is also on 10% somewhere. This can confuse you inside the hall. This can definitely confuse. Because there is one other place where 10% of the total number of members minister. Where that 10%, you please look at it. Okay, whether Delhi, Union Territory, whichever place, or assembly, where you take it. Because there is one other place in constitution where they define 10% of the members to be the ministers. So please check that. Okay. But one is not defined. So one is definitely not defined. So very basic is it. Okay. So if you see, then we'll go to the next. So whether Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, the powers of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. So if you happen to see, it can ratify the declaration of emergency, whether it is possible, pass a motion of no confidence. It's true. 2 is true. But impeach a president, ratify, both require both the houses. So only 2. See, president or election, this time it happened, right? President election, vice president election, this time it happened. Both the houses are taking part in it. Impeachment also, both the houses. It's not a single house. So the no confidence motion only is because that is where the council of ministers are responsible. That is what is called as the elected house. So that is the word. So anti-defection law. Anti-defection law, see, there is does not provide. This is a true fact. Anti-defection law, it does not provide. That is why you are having so many court cases as to whether. So if you had known Tamil Nadu politics, if you had known Maharashtra politics, you would have known that there is no limit. Okay, time limit la illa disqualification. This is the opposite statement. This is wrong. Actually, it is opposite of this. They have given just the opposite of it. So 2 is that. Opposite la kuduthirukanga. Okay. Then if you see, according to the Constitution of India, Attorney General resignation, no. Government which appointed him resigns. No, this is not true. See, this is what I say. So I will stop here and I will talk about this. See, this is what I ask you or talk about when I say read newspaper. If you had read newspaper, you would know that the Attorney General of the previous government do not resign. They are in the, pleasure of the president. Okay, and many of the attorney generals who are in the previous government are also attorney general to this government also. They will not resign. Okay, that's the point. Other in the reading paper, you will understand. But this is not true. Okay, so both, I think, Attorney General of India and who are allowed to participate in the meetings, no. According to the Constitution, no. So D. Okay, 18th. Okay, 18th, 17th question. Okay, 17th is D. Okay, 18th question, mandamus. So, Article 32. So, mandamus, quo warranto. Mandamus does not lie against a private organization. True, right? This is not true. If it is a government company, mandamus has to be there. Any public-minded person can petitioner for quo warranto. This is true, right? So, if you, for example, quo warranto under what authority or under what warrant? So let us assume that there is an MLA or MP, or sorry, not MP, MLA is there. So that MLA has been elected. Maybe if you think, you as a public think that this person has declared assets wrongly, or something wrong, okay, or something, the declaration is wrong. You can actually go and ask for quo warranto. Under what warrant you are, under what authority you are there, being my MLA. This is a fact. Like, Vijay did not vote, something like, there was a movie. Something like that. You have the authority. A public-minded person can go. So this is there. This is there. 1 and 3. C is the answer. Question, if you see Ayushman Bharat, this is again a logic. See, logic da, the exam is logic da. See, it's not possible to guess answer inside the hall. Logic, see, you look at it, Ayushman Bharat, and you need not worry about too much about facts also, because see, look at Ayushman Bharat, it has a seamless portability across the country, okay, aims to achieve every citizen of India should be part. How is it ultimately? How is it possible? See, you think about the Ambanis and Adanis, whether it is the aim of the government or the Ayushman Bharat to be, it's not possible, right? It's not frankly possible. Private and public must. It's a legal language. You are like constitutional language, legal language. Must may. May adopt, something like that. Must wrong. Yeah, so 3 is the answer. So this is how they ask questions. This is how you should also think. If you think about this examination in terms of facts, cut off clear. Exam point. Cut off clearing. So cut off clearing, if you see, Deputy Speaker of Lok Sabha, there is a mandatory provision. No, it's not a mandatory provision. There is no mandatory provision. So if you remove this, 2, A is left, C is left. So 3 is definitely true. You have to now check whether 1 is true or 4 is true. The well-established parliamentary practice regarding the appointment of days, that motion moved by. See, no, this is there is. I have not seen this, but this, yes. So A is the answer. So this is how you solve these questions. This is how you take, take some time and assess all these questions. You will actually clear the cutoff. We'll see more such videos in the subsequent videos. So thank you for watching and keep practicing. Preliminary examination is not about tricks. Preliminary examination is about logic. Keep solving previous year question paper. Keep revising static portion. You will clear this examination. Thank you. Students, as you might be aware, Minds of Aspirant is now offline as well. Till now it was online. Now in 2023, after the preliminary examination, it's going to be offline classes as well. And what we have planned is anthropology. This is basically I'm going to take anthropology, as you might be seen in many other videos. This is a subject which I am handling, and we will have this anthropology in a comprehensive way. And then we will also have GS mains answer writing. Anyone, because after prelims you will be preparing for mains, and we will have this, and we have already had this program online. We had this program called as Acumen. We had this, many testimonials and many things are there in the Minds of Aspirant group. You can check that. How we are going to do and what we are going to do, I'm going to speak about that, but just I'm informing about the programs that we are going to start. Then we will have a specific batch on GS paper 4 and essay. This is also a program which we are already doing in online, which is Kafka program. We will GS paper 4 enhancing. It's not going to be only, that is the point. It's not going to be only test, only classes. No, it's going to be enhancing of answers through classes and answer writing. Enhancing of answers through classes and answer writing, both will be there. And how to write essays. Essays is something people are worried about, this abstract essay, philosophical essay, the technical essay. We will look at everything in detail. Every thing we will be looking at, and these two will be now offline as well. So corrections, people earlier were not able to meet and ask for doubts, but now we can have this as well. And this also we are going to start, which is prelims 2024. Prelims come mains batch.
This will be for 24 or 2024. This will be a full-fledged course, including prelims. How do you approach? Because from the day one, you should know. You should not worry about preliminary clearing in the last moment. From day one, we are going to think about how to clear and how do you do that, and that is what we will look at in these. And these are the programs we are planning right now. As days go by, let us see how many other programs come up. I hope you will support us in this venture that we have taken. It's going to be both offline and online, and I hope to see you soon. Thank you for watching this video. There is a Minds of Aspirant Telegram channel. Please click that. Minds of Aspirant Anthropology channel is also there. Please click in that also. Please click subscribe for Minds of Aspirant channel as well. For more such doubts, please you can ask me your doubts in the group, and I will be more than happy to tell you. And these are the batches that we are going to have in this year. Thank you for watching.